Hello there, welcome back to the channel. I'm joined by my guest Dexter over here. Would you like to say hello to the audience, Dexter? You're right, I guess. Seems like we should have gotten this movie back in phase 2.
I tell people my sister moved out west. You're a science teacher. Your husband, he renovates houses. You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down.
That's not my story.
Before the first Avengers was released in 2012, each of the main heroes got their own movie. Tony Stark had 2, and I suppose that you may as well make everybody wait a little bit longer for the extremely competent but otherwise normal human assassin to get her own movie. I mean, she did debut in Iron Man 2. So after making us wait for this movie, a movie that probably should have been Marvel's first female-led movie, and also a movie that we probably should have gotten back in 2014, is Black Widow worth the wait? It's pretty good, but I was expecting more. Like Captain Marvel, this is pretty much mid-tier Marvel, so pretty good, but Marvel can do better. Black Widow was directed by Cate Shortland, with a script by Eric Pearson, who had previously written and did uncredited rewrites for earlier Marvel movies, and stars Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, O.T. Fagbenel, Olga Kurylenko, William Hurt, Ray Winstone, and Rachel Weisz. Though not everyone benefits greatly from Eric Pearson's script, I don't really have anything bad to say about the actors. All of the actors are at least reasonably talented, and do what they can with the material that they're working with. What immediately struck me about Black Widow was its somewhat darker tone. Sure, Marvel had gone darker towards the end of the Infinity Saga, but this explores some slightly heavier themes. Themes like loss, childhood nationalism, and gender. It's a slightly grittier movie, similar to Captain America: The Winter Soldier. There's some pretty intense hand-to-hand combat. There's blood coming out of the nose and the side of the mouth. So this film's violence feels a bit more tangible and visceral, as opposed to the more superhuman, superpowered action that we've had over the years. For a while, hacks like Screen Junkies were making fun of Marvel's seeming inability to put out movies that had interesting, compelling, or just plain fun movie villains. Over the last few years, Marvel had been putting out much better villains. Villains like Thanos, or Ego, or Hela. But Black Widow's is an unfortunate step backwards. Ray Winstone is not necessarily bad in the movie, there just isn't that much to him. He's a very generic villain. I am bad, I am the bad guy, I am the villain type of character. He has a cool voice and he has pretty decent physicality, or what you could expect from Ray Winstone, but he won't be making any best of lists. Despite being a somewhat darker and grittier Marvel film, they don't sacrifice humour. David Harbour as the Red Guardian has some pretty funny moments, and his character as a kind of deadbeat superhero dad is something that Marvel hasn't really done in their movies before, and it works. Black Widow is not one of Marvel's best and was probably not worth the wait, but I guess it's good that this movie exists. The original female Avenger should not have had to wait until after she was killed off to get her own movie. And her first, / probably only solo film is better than Captain America, Hulk's, or Thor's.